Last week here on Smashdown, as we kicked off the April season, the final round showdown came down to Bigfoot taking on Destroyer. Destroyer got bobbled up out of no man's land, leaving all the room for downtown Mitch Brown and Bigfoot to take home his first Smashdown championship. Will he hold on to the flag here tonight to kick off week 2 of the April season? We find out next. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a sold-out capacity crowd right here at the MTA Arena to kick off week 2 of the April season. Downtown Mitch Brown and Bigfoot hold down the championship flag. 15 other trucks and drivers are gunning for the Bigfoot machine. Will he remain on top? We're going to find out in just a few short moments because round 1 action is coming up next. The trucks are getting lined up ready for round 1 competition, and as we look at how round 1 will shake down, it's going to be Midnight Rider taking on Medusa. Destroyer is going to take on Flashfire. Then we're going to see the Patriot take on Dragonoid. Then T-Max is going to take on the Bounty Hunter. Rounding out round 1 matchups, Carolina Crusher gets first crack at the champion in Bigfoot. Now up first at the line, Raylan Mullins and Medusa returns to Smashdown. She brought the championship flag from the March season into the April season, trying to get back on top of the mountain. She will now take on Justin Lamb, the Midnight Rider, the former one-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. He's now ready to go on the inside lane, trying to get to the top here tonight and claim his first Smashdown championship. Week 2 of the April season as we go green down the straight track. Midnight Rider with the lead. Medusa trying to come back out of shape, rolling the truck over, and what a launch by Deuce there on the last set of cars. And how about the sky wheelie out of Justin Lamb, Midnight Rider out of the inside lane. Let's go down to our MTA replay and check out what happened right here off the whole shot. Justin Lamb, Midnight Rider holding down a truck link lead on the inside lane. Watch as he launches up and over no man's land. He's straight up and down. Watch Deuce in the far lane. She cleared no man's land and stabbed the front tires into the last set of cars, shooting the truck up on the tailgate, rolling it over. Midnight Rider, your winner in round 1. Next up in round 1, it's the return of last week's finalists. Joseph Nelson and Destroyer coming back to the line, trying to get back to the finals here tonight. He's now taking on up-and-coming Wyatt Anderson, Flashfire, the Chevy Astro van, ready to go in the inside lane. That kid's making a big name for himself. Matter of fact, both these drivers are. It's going to be a shootout to the finish line by 2 great drivers, Chevrolet and Ford in round 1. Green light goes down. Now they're pretty much even off the line. The first jump over no man's land, and Flashfire loses the body. Destroyer hanging right there with him all the way down to the wire. What an incredible matchup. Destroyer and Flashfire here early on in round 1. Let's go down to our MTA photo finish, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner, Wyatt Anderson, Flashfire by inches. He will knock out Destroyer as he moves on into round 2. Next up in round 1, it's the MTA veteran Aaron Church, Bakugan Dragonoid, former one-time Thursday Night Thunder champion, back here in week 2. He is now ready to take on Starvin' Corey Marvin. He won the overall points chase for the March season of Smashdown. The Patriot ready to go on the inside lane. 2 MTA veterans going to be throwing it down here in round 1. Dragonoid takes on the Patriot. Who's going to round 2? The green light goes down now. Patriot trying to pull the lead. Dragonoid's right there with him. Look out, Dragonoid going for a ride on the last set of cars. About pirouettes it, much like Medusa. He just landed it on all 4s. So Starvin' Corey Marvin and the Patriot advance on from the inside lane into round 2. Next up in round 1 action, the Cowboy from Hell, Timothy Cantwell and Bounty Hunter, back again in the Ford Expedition at Ottawa, Kansas, trying to do better than he did last week. He's now taking on one-time Thunder champion Nathaniel Wiggins, the Traxxas T-Max, staged up now on the inside lane. Who takes home the round 1 victory? 2 Fords gonna throw it down. Green light goes down. Bounty Hunter's got him up the line. T-Max coming back on him over the last set of cars. What a race it is. Nathaniel Wiggins and T-Max pull the win out over Timothy Cantwell and Bounty Hunter. We'll see him back in round 2 competition. Bounty Hunter on the trailer. Next up in round 1 action, we've got Roland Cantwell, another Ford Expedition at Ottawa, Kansas. Iron Outlaw made it to the finals of Monster Mania 4. He's now showing up on Smashdown trying to take names. He now draws up against Logan Waller, who's been out here many times before. Big Kahuna ready to go on the inside lane. He's trying to make a huge come up in the points this week. What's he got for Iron Outlaw on the far lane? Not sure what's going to happen when that light goes green. Stage at the line now. Here's the green light down the straight stretch to go. Kahuna's got a slight lead. Outlaw coming back on him now. And Roland Cantwell pulled it out. Logan Waller rolls it over on the last set of cars, ladies and gentlemen. Cantwell knew he had his hands full all the way down the straight stretch, pulls the trigger over no man's land and pulled out a win. Going back down to the replay, here's what we're talking about. Big Kahuna had about a half a truck lead on Outlaw. Watches it go up and over no man's land. Here comes the 4 horsepower out of Tonganoxie, Kansas. And look at the inside lane. Logan Waller trying to gather it up, rolling the truck over, trying to chase down the Outlaw. A great race nonetheless. Iron Outlaw, your winner. Next up in round 1, MTA veteran James Baylor-Court, the 2020 Redemption Champion, the UFO Ford out of Cinnaminson, New Jersey, back in action. The second week of the April season, there is the UFO over here on the inside lane. Is Jonathan Resendez, the new kid on the block. The Chevrolet-powered Prowler out of Brentwood, Tennessee. Ford taking on the Chevy Power. Green light goes down. UFO is Prowler now. UFO's got the lead now. Prowler trying to come back on him and slow. But James Baylor-Court, the veteran, pulls it out over the rookie at the finish line. UFO will advance over Prowler here tonight in round 1. We're going to see the veteran James Baylor-Court back in UFO for round 2. Tough break for Prowler. He was right there with him down to the wire. Next up in round 1, Chase Moyes bringing back Spider-Man, the Cheetah, coming to the line. He is now set to take on Jeffrey Skipper, the Iceman, U.S. Air Force Afterburner. He's back in action. He won this event a couple of weeks ago in the first season of Smashdown. He wants to put the U.S. Air Force Afterburner back on top. He knows Chase Moyes ain't going to lay it down for him on the inside lane in Spider-Man. Here's the green light now and down the straight stretch they go. They're pretty much even to the first jump, and we got a race here. And Chase Moyes and Spider-Man pull it out at the end. He will take out the Afterburner in round 1. Chase Moyes and Spider-Man moving on in the round 2 competition. Great race nonetheless. Next up in round 1, it's time to defend the flag. Downtown Mitch Brown and Bigfoot. He is back with the Smashdown flag on the back of the Bigfoot camp truck. He is ready to go on the outside lane. Over here on the inside lane is Chase Locke out of Wadesboro, North Carolina, the Chevrolet-powered Carolina Crusher. Chevy and Ford going to close out round 1 matchups. Can he dethrone the champion? Ford and Chevrolet now as we go green down the straight stretch. Now Bigfoot with a whole shot. Crusher's coming back on him on the last set of cars. What a race it was. Chase Locke trying to knock out the champion in Bigfoot out of the inside lane. He crossed over after they went across the finish line. A great race nonetheless. I'm not sure if Mitch Brown had enough to pull out the win. As we go down to our MTA replay, right here off the whole shot, Bigfoot had the lead, but the Chevrolet Carolina Crusher coming back on him on the last set of cars right here, putting it down to the end of the line. And Carolina Crusher, Chase Locke gets the win, knocking out Bigfoot, dethroning the champion early tonight in round 1. What an incredible matchup. Crusher dethrones the champion. Round 2 action's coming up next, but we want to take you back to last Thursday night on Thunder when it came down to 2 of the oldest trucks in the MTA circuit, Whiplash taking on Nitro, and it was Elijah Wheeler, the WCW Nitro Machine. He pulled out his very first Thursday Night Thunder championship over Audrey Springs and Whiplash. A great race all the way down to the end and a great night of competition. So big congratulations to Elijah Wheeler taking home his first Thursday Night Thunder Championship. We'll see if he can hang on to the flag this Thursday right here on the MTA YouTube channel. Now we're back here on Smashdown, ladies and gentlemen. After a lot of great racing in round 1, we are back with round 2. Justin Lamb, Midnight Rider, is going to take on Wyatt Anderson and Flashfire. The Patriot takes on T-Max. Outlaw is going to take on UFO. And then Spider-Man takes a crack at Carolina Crusher. Next up in round 2 competition, Midnight Rider, Justin Lamb looks strong in round 1. He is now set to take on Flashfire. Wyatt Anderson, they lost the body in round 1 competition. The crew's got him back. The body is secure. He is now set trying to take out Midnight Rider. Here to kick off round 2 of Smashdown, the second week of the April season. They want this win bad. Who's going to take it all the way in the semis? Flashfire stage, Midnight Rider stage. Green light goes down now, and off the line they go. Flashfire with a slight lead. Midnight Rider right there with a hard roll. Wyatt Anderson thrilling the fans here tonight after an end-over-end roll through no man's land. I'm not sure who got the win. Was it Midnight Rider or Flashfire? We're taking you down to the MTA replay. Right here off the jump, Flashfire did get the whole shot. Midnight Rider made up the ground fairly quickly and early on. Watch the outside lane right here, ladies and gentlemen. Wyatt Anderson and Flashfire noses over hard, goes end over the last of the cars, still trying to win the race. But Justin Lamb and Midnight Rider just had enough to take out Flashfire in the mere inches that race came to an end at the finish line. Midnight Rider nonetheless moving right along in the semis. Flashfire on the trailer. Next up in round 2 competition, we've got the return of Starvin' Corey Marvin. The Patriot looks strong in round 1. He is now set to take on Nathaniel Wiggins. The tracks is T-Max and former one-time Thursday Night Thunder champion. 2 Fords going to battle it out here in round 2 in week 2 of the April season of Smashdown. One driver's going to meet up with the old Midnight Rider in round 2 competition. Is it going to be T-Max or is it the Patriot? As we go green now, T-Max coming off the line, all out of shape. Looks like the Patriot pulling the horsepower down. T-Max tried to chase him down in the end, but Starvin' Corey Marvin just too fast. And T-Max had all kinds of problems at the start line. He tried to chase down the Patriot, just couldn't come up with it. Next up in round 2, the veteran himself, James Vaillancourt, UFO out of Cinnaminson, New Jersey, the Ford ready to go to take on the other Ford out of Tonganoxie, Kansas. Roland Cantwell, Iron Outlaw back in action here tonight in round 2. The rookie takes on the veteran. UFO, that's old Cool Hand Luke over there in the UFO Ford ready to go in the outside lane. Roland Cantwell, Iron Outlaw on the inside lane. Who takes it to semis? There's a green light down the straight stretch. We go Iron Outlaw with the early lead. UFO's trying to come back. Roland Cantwell turns it over. And Vaillancourt makes a smooth pass out of the far lane. Just didn't have enough, and Iron Outlaw will advance on in the semifinal competition. What a ride for the rookie on the inside lane. He knew he had to run Vaillancourt hard all the way down to the finish line. As we go back and take another look here, pretty much even off the start, but an early lead goes to the Iron Outlaw on the inside lane. Watch as they start to go up and over no man's land here. Here comes the 4 horsepower out of the inside lane. Sets it down nice on the last of the cars. Just caught a bad bounce there, rolling the truck over. Hopefully the crew can get him back for semifinal competition. And next up, to close out round 2 action, Chase Locke, the Carolina Crusher, the Chevrolet out of Wadesboro, North Carolina, now ready to take on Chase Moyse in the 53 Cheetah, better known as Spider-Man. And a cool fun fact, Gary Porter drove both of these trucks in real life, and now here we are in diecast form, representing the Porter camp, Carolina Crusher, Spider-Man. Both trucks are staged at the line. Who meets up with Iron Outlaw and semis? The green light goes down. Off the line they go. Crusher with a whole shot. Spider-Man coming back on the last set of cars and turns it over in the shutdown area. And Chase Locke and Carolina Crusher may have had enough there at the finish line to pull out this round 2 victory. I'm not sure who got the win, as they did come across the finish line fairly close. We are going to get another look at it in our MTA replay, as Spider-Man is upside down. Track crew and officials are going to get him right side up. Let's go down now and check out our MTA replay and try to figure out who won this race. Last race of round 2. Off the line they go. They're pretty much even now to the first jump. Watch Carolina Crusher in the far lane, shooting for the stars. Spider-Man now passes him in the air. Hard bounce off the first stack of cars, and it's going to be Carolina Crusher out of the far lane, knocking out Spider-Man here in round 2. Tough break for Chase Moyse, but Chase Locke moves on in the semifinal competition with the Carolina Crusher Chevrolet. And ladies and gentlemen, we still got a lot more great racing still to come here on Smashdown. We've got semifinal action coming up next. 4 trucks remain out of 16. The championship flag is up for grabs as Carolina Crusher knocked off Bigfoot in round 1. The Patriot, Iron Outlaw, Carolina Crusher, and Midnight Rider remain. Who's going to take it to the finals in week 2 of the April season? We find out next. What's going on, MTA fans? If you're looking to get in on the action right here on the MTA YouTube channel, look no further. I'm about to tell you guys just how you can sign up to get in one of these races. Head over to the link in our description, and that's going to take you right over to our Facebook page where we hold registration for all of the MTA events. And hey, while you're there, crush that subscribe button. Be sure to turn on the notification bell so you stay up to date with everything that MTA is doing. From new custom truck builds to special events and giveaways, you don't want to miss any of the great action MTA has to offer. Be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll catch you guys down the road. And welcome back to Smashdown, ladies and gentlemen. Week 2 of the April season. In our semifinal matchups, it's going to be the return of Midnight Rider taking on Starvin' Corey Marvin and the Patriot. On the other side of the bracket, Roland Cantwell and Iron Outlaw is going to take on Chase Locke Carolina Crusher. Two great matchups for semis. Only one is moving on into the finals out of each pairing. Up first, we've got Justin Lamb and Midnight Rider, the former one-time Thunder champion. He is now staged to take on Starvin' Corey Marvin, your overall points winner of the March season of Smashdown. That's what punched his ticket right in here to the April season, ready to rock and roll. Can he put the Patriot in the finals, or is Justin Lamb and Midnight Rider going to put that truck in the finals? Two Blue Bandits going to throw it down here as we get set for green. Off the line they go down. They're pretty much even to the first jump up and over no man's land. And what a race it was, but Justin Lamb, Midnight Rider out of the inside lane, had more in the tank. The Patriot shot towards the outside wall, so Midnight Rider punches his ticket into the finals in week 2 of the April season. The Patriot on the trailer. Who will meet Midnight Rider in the finals? Is it going to be the man that knocked off the current champion, Chase Black, the Carolina Crusher out of Wadesboro, North Carolina? Or will it be the finalist from Monster Mania 4, Roland Cantwell, the Iron Outlaw Ford out of Tonganoxie, Kansas? Ford and Chevrolet matchup here to close out semifinal competition. Two young blood NTA superstars ready to throw it down. Who meets Midnight Rider? Both trucks are staged. Green light goes down off the line to go. Outlaw starting to pull the lead. The Crusher can't make up the ground here, and Outlaw for a full ride. Roland Cantwell sets it on the tailgate in the shutdown area. Both drivers making a huge run for it right there, but Iron Outlaw had more in the tank, leaving Carolina Crusher behind pretty much at no man's land. Take another look at it right here. Iron Outlaw pulled out the whole shot. Crusher knows he's in trouble. He's trying to put the Chevrolet horsepower down. Look at the air by Cantwell. Slaps it hard on the last of the cars. He tried to drive it out. No, he had to get into the brakes before running out of real estate in the shutdown area. Nonetheless, the crew's got him back, and now the finals are set. It's going to be Roland Cantwell, Iron Outlaw, taking on Justin Lamb and Midnight Rider. Both these drivers are hungry for their first Smashdown championship. It's been quite some time since Justin Lamb and Midnight Rider have made it to victory lane. He's trying to do it again here tonight. He now takes on Roland Cantwell, the Iron Outlaw. Made it to the finals at Monster Mania 4, lost out to Joey Andrews and Black Stallion. He now finds himself in the finals once again, this time on Smashdown. Who's going to take it all the way in week 2 of the April season? Both drivers want this win bad. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the finals. Iron Outlaw takes on Midnight Rider. It's showtime here on Smashdown as we go green down the straight stretch. It looks like Midnight Rider with the lead. Outlaw coming back on him. It's close. Justin Lamb pulled it out. Midnight Rider gets his first Smashdown championship over Roland Cantwell. Iron Outlaw out of the far lane. It was a great race, an even race all the way down to the wire. Let's go back down now to our Smashdown replay. Take another look at this right here off the line. It looks like the inside lane and Midnight Rider got the whole shot. Roland Cantwell trying to use the Ford horsepower to his advantage. Watch right here, they go over no man's land. They're pretty much even in the last set of cars. Outlaw gets a little kicked up, and Midnight Rider sails across the finish line, knocking out the old Iron Outlaw. So, ladies and gentlemen, please help me in congratulating Justin Lamb and Midnight Rider on your first Smashdown championship. And now, ladies and gentlemen, as we take a look at the overall points chase closing out week 2 of the April season in the lower half of the bracket, T-Max, Spider-Man, Medusa, and Bounty Hunter holding down the lower half of the points bracket with 65 and 60 points to their own right. They're trying to turn their season around by next week. Looking at the top half of the bracket with tonight's big win, Justin Lamb and Midnight Rider go to second place with 80 points, just behind Mitch Brown and Bigfoot, who picked up last week's win and has 90 points himself closing out week 2. Rounding out your top 3 is going to be Joseph Nelson and Destroyer with 80 points to his own right. So we still got a lot more great racing still all April season long. The drivers are going to be throwing it down like never before. Thank you guys so much for coming out and watching week 2 of the April season of Smashdown. We still got more great racing to do all season long, so buckle up and get ready because it's only going to get better from here. Be sure if you haven't already, crush that subscribe button and I'll catch you down the road. See you next time.